Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Now, while doing my wrestling interviews recently, I've been asking those in the community to give me a movie of their choice for me to review here on the channel. And when I interviewed wrestling announcer Stix, this was his choice. So I want to ask Stix, if Toned In Entertainment should review one movie of your choosing, what movie would you say we need to review?
You've probably already done it, but I'm gonna say Rudy.
I have not reviewed Rudy.
Okay, you need to.
And it's one of those movies you just cry to. I need to rewatch Rudy. It's going on the list. Definitely
You'll still cry. I mean, you're gonna review it, but you're gonna cry. It's fine.
Now, is Stix's pick a game-winning score, or is it just a fumble? Let's get on with my movie look-back review of Rudy, released back in 1993. The movie stars Sean Astin as Rudy Ruettiger, Jon Favreau as D-Bob, Ned Beatty as Daniel Ruettiger, Charles S. Dutton as Fortune, and was directed by David Anspaugh. Now, his entire life, he's been told no. Either he wasn't smart enough or he wasn't big enough to achieve his goals. But for Rudy Ruettiger, he's out to prove the word no is not in his vocabulary. Now, Rudy and his father's big dreams are for him to go to Notre Dame, but there are several things holding him back. Rudy suffers from a learning disorder, which doesn't allow him to get the grades he would need to get into that school. And even if he did get into that school, making on the football team would be very difficult because of his size and his strength. So when it comes to his athleticism, he would be average at best. Now, while Rudy doesn't have the two main ingredients of grades or athleticism on his side, his willpower and determination is unmatched. So whether that means he has to study harder, introduce himself to every campus member on Notre Dame, or even take a minimum wage job on the facilities, he's gonna make sure that everybody knows the name Rudy. Now, the one reoccurring theme here in this movie is we're gonna see just how much heart and soul Rudy has. After facing a mountain of obstacles, Rudy will finally get accepted into Notre Dame, and he will eventually make the practice squad. Now, even though Rudy shows up day after day at practice and takes hit after hit, Rudy has yet to dress out for a football game. However, his coach does make a promise to him that he will let him dress out for at least one game his senior year to fulfill his dreams. Now, there ends up being a changing of the guard at the head coach position, and the new coach doesn't want to hold up the deal that Rudy had with his previous coach, which in turn will lead Rudy's teammates to go above and beyond for their teammate. Now, there's plenty of sports movies out there with some really great moments, but none of them have really made me feel the emotion that Rudy does when he gets his big break. And if I said I didn't shed a tear or two, well, I'd definitely be lying. Now, while all the actors in this movie based on a true story do a great job, it truly is Sean Astin who not only steals the show, but is absolutely sensational here as Rudy. The deck is completely stacked against him. On paper, there's no way he should ever succeed, but Sean Astin's portrayal of Rudy is so good and so heartwarming. Not only is it believable, but you'll be rooting for him to succeed the entire time. Now, do I recommend Stix's movie review pick of Rudy? Yes, I do. Not only is this one of the best sports movies I've ever seen, but it's truly one of the best movies I've ever watched. While Rudy currently isn't streaming for free on any of your favorite platforms, it is available to rent for as little as $3.99. Now, for my final score, I rate my movies on a scale of 1 to 10, and if you guys have been here on the channel for any length of time, I just don't hand out 10 out of 10s, but after watching this movie from start to finish, it made me smile. It filled me full of so much joy and hope, and when I finished watching this movie, there's absolutely nothing I would change in this movie. That's why the movie Rudy gets a 10 out of 10. It is amazing. If you guys have never seen this movie, this is a must watch, and a special thanks to Stix for recommending this movie. Man, what a great pick. Rudy has been one of those movies that I kind of wanted to watch again, but I've always put on the back burner. And thank you so much to Stix for recommending this movie, because if he hadn't, this might have been a movie that just would have gone down the pipeline and I may have never watched it again, but I'm so glad I did. Rudy is amazing. Guys, if you've never seen this movie or if you haven't watched it in years, do yourself a favor and check this movie out. All right, guys, have you ever watched the movie Rudy? And if you have, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. And guys, if you like movie look back reviews like this, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.